In this video, a mother named Ludmila notices her daughter playing at the park with someone she can't see. Curious, she calls her over and starts recording.
¿Qué?
La estoy amacando.
¿A quién estás amacando?
A la amiga, Pili. Mira.
Pero yo no veo a nadie ahí, Loli. Veo la hamaca sola.
Pero yo estoy jugando con mi amiga Pili.
¿Qué, la conociste acá en la plaza? Bueno, mi amor, jugá.
The little girl says she's playing with a new friend she met there at the park. But when Ludmila looks toward the swing, no one is sitting there. Her daughter walks back and continues pushing the empty swing, as if someone were actually sitting on it. She asks her daughter more questions, and her answers get even stranger.
Amiga,
¿Qué pasó?
que ella se murió ahora, pero ahora estoy jugando con ella porque ella ahora es un angelito.
¿Cómo sabes todo eso vos? ¿Te lo dijo ella? ¿O qué?
Sí, me dijo que un día se va a morir.
The little girl then explains that her new friend had died at the park and would be leaving soon. But to her, this wasn't scary, because the girl was a little angel.
Ella ahora es un angelito.
Some believe children can see things adults can't. So what do you think? Was this just a child's imagination? Or was she really playing with the spirit of a little girl who passed away in that park? As always, I'll leave that up to you to decide. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. A woman named Shaylin works at the old Shanley Haunted Hotel in New York, a place known for its long history of paranormal activity. One of the spirits she often talks about is Rosie, a little girl believed to haunt one of the rooms upstairs. Shaylin gives viewers a look inside Rosie's room, a small space filled with toys, gifts, and items left for the child spirit.
Lots of toys, lots of gifts. She has her bunny Jack-in-the-Box she got for Christmas because she asked for a Jack-in-the-Box and she loves bunnies, so Kelly got her a bunny Jack-in-the-Box. And here's the piano that I brought for her today, and we got thank you, an EVP as we were coming up the stairs with the piano to put it in her room, so we're pretty excited about that, and I will post the thank you EVP. Here's Rosie's whole room for everybody that wanted to see it.
Rosie is said to have lived at the Shanley in the early 1900s. According to Shaylin, she passed away in 1911 after going across the street to fetch water and never coming back alive. After the tragedy, her family left the hotel. However, Shaylin also claims Rosie isn't the only presence there. Somewhere inside the hotel, there's something much darker, an entity she refuses to communicate with.
Hi, Rosie baby. I'm so glad you're having fun with the bell. Last night when we were investigating up here, you didn't come out and play with us, and you didn't play with the bell, and I was so worried about you. Do you want me to read you a book after I'm done doing the beds? Yeah? Which book do you want me to read? Let's see. I'll say some books, and you hit the bell when I say the book you want me to read, okay? Do you want me to read? Okay, so I'll definitely read you a book. Rosie, sweetheart. You want me to fix it so it actually makes the sound again? Oh, you got it!
At first, the bell reacts while Shaylin gently speaks to Rosie and asks if she wants a book read to her. But the ringing grows intense, repeating almost aggressively until the bell stops dinging properly. Shaylin believes Rosie was only playing with it, but some viewers wonder if something else was answering through her name.
I just believe, and I feel. I'm there. I feel her presence. I can feel the difference when Rosie's there versus when, I'm not even gonna say who exactly, but there's like a very, very negative, horrible entity there who we refuse to interact with.
So what do you think? Was this really Rosie playing with the bell? Or did something darker respond instead? As always, I'll leave that up to you to decide.
Which book do you want me to read? Let's see. I'll say some books, and you hit the bell when I say the book you want me to read, okay?
This video was originally featured by Bub, but I wanted to cover it because there's one detail he didn't mention, something many viewers spotted straight away. We'll get to that in a moment. So, late one Sunday night, 2 nurses are closing up at a dialysis clinic. There's only one patient left in the lobby, waiting to be taken outside for pickup, when the nurses hear a commotion near the dumpsters. Josephine explains that people searching through the bins isn't unusual at this clinic, so she and her co-worker step outside to check. But while their attention is on whatever's happening outside, something far more disturbing is unfolding back in the lobby. Suddenly, the woman in the wheelchair lets out a scream and covers her face, as if something horrifying has come right up to her. Josephine says the patient described seeing a disfigured person walking towards her. But from the main camera angle, the lobby appears empty, at least until viewers notice the reflection on the television screen. In the reflection, a dark figure seems to appear near the patient, then vanish. At first, it looks further away. Moments later, it appears much closer, almost directly behind her. The nurses initially thought the woman may have imagined it, but once they reviewed the footage, that explanation didn't feel so simple anymore. And this is the part Bob didn't point out, but viewers caught. In the opening seconds, look towards the middle of the screen, near the area the nurses are focused on, and you'll notice something unusual. As the nurses look outside, a shadowy shape appears to move from left to right in that same area. Even stranger, the woman in the wheelchair seems to notice it too. almost as if she already sensed something was wrong before the terrifying moment in the lobby. So was the woman reacting to the same shadow seen earlier in the lobby? Or was it just a trick of the lighting, the reflection, or something else entirely? As always, I'll leave it up to you to decide. A young woman in Japan claims her grandmother kept a cursed photo album locked inside a cupboard. She believes her grandmother may have practiced dark rituals, and that the album could be connected to her grandfather's unexplained death 12 years earlier. According to the woman, her grandfather died inside the home under suspicious circumstances. She says she once looked through the album herself and became seriously ill soon after. After her grandmother passed away, the woman remained afraid of both the house and the album. She asked paranormal investigator Kanako to remove and destroy it, warning him that everyone who looks at it becomes sick. Some relatives even believe the album can possess whoever opens it. Kanako enters the abandoned home and finds the album, but soon begins feeling ill. He rushes out so quickly that he leaves his phone and camera behind. Later, the YouTube channel Fourth Wall is contacted to recover his equipment and review the footage. What they find is chilling. Recovered footage from a phone used as a static camera shows a portrait of the woman's late grandfather suddenly falling to the floor with no clear cause. But that isn't all. Kanako also recorded himself finding and flipping through the cursed photo album. In that footage, something happens that he claims he doesn't remember at all.
っちに来なよ。
Kanako hears a strange sound somewhere inside the house. But when he turns toward it, a figure can be seen kneeling behind the glass of a sliding door. Kanako insists no one else was inside with him. After reviewing the footage, Fourth Wall believes the grandmother may have been connected to the grandfather's death, and that his spirit may still be trapped inside the home. So what do you think? Was this really a cursed album? Or did Kanako capture something else inside that abandoned house? As always, I'll leave that up to you to decide. A woman named Kat lives in a remote area near the woods in Pennsylvania. One freezing morning, she wakes up to find a thin layer of snow outside. But near her back door, she notices something disturbing.
Good morning, guys. It is literally 5 a.m. and I opened the back door to put some dry food out for the stray kitties. And there are people feet printed all over my deck in the snow. Do you see this? They start over there. And it like barefoot walks up to the table. There's nothing coming up to the... Maybe there is some coming up to the door. What? And I don't see any in the yard. What is this? I see them kind of coming out of the flower bed. They stop there. I thought maybe they would have walked off through that flower bed, but I don't see anything there. It's like one straight line from out in the yard up to the door, turned around towards the table, and then just stopped moving. That one has like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 toes. That's 6 toes. So is that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 16 degrees out. I have not gone outside yet. My cat came and woke me up, hysterical, probably because there was some barefoot person on the deck. I'm just more concerned about like a mental health crisis because there's no reason to be out there barefoot.
Kat is understandably shaken, but she's also worried someone might be wandering barefoot in the freezing cold. She calls the police, but they tell her no one has been reported missing, and there have been no reports of trespassing or break-ins nearby. With no answers, she tries to move on. But almost 2 weeks later, the footprints return.
Okay, morning footprint update. Let me show you. This is the first time we've had snow since the initial footprint sighting. Do you see that? They're barefoot again. They're in a different spot than... Look at my shadow. So those prints are in a different spot than when we had prints before. Let's go downstairs. It is 7 o'clock. I've been up since 4:30. I didn't look outside. I just came up here and then I opened the window to see if any of the stray cats were coming up to the door yet because I didn't feed them yet. I'm gonna stay right along the side so I don't interfere. Those are definitely very bare human feet, but there are not 6 toes on these that I can tell. I don't know. No, those are very clear toes right there. So the house next door has nobody living in it, so I'm not sure why the prints would be coming from that deck. Happy New Year.
Kat buys 2 security cameras to monitor the outside of her home, but so far, the barefoot stranger hasn't come back. So what was leaving those footprints? Something supernatural? or a real person creeping around her house at night. Nick Perry says this all started late one night while driving down the allegedly haunted Lane Road in Roseville, California. According to him, a dark shadow figure appeared in the middle of the road. After that encounter, he began experiencing terrifying activity in his old home, believing the entity had followed him back. Years later, Nick has moved to a new house in a different city, but according to him, the activity didn't stop. He believes the same dark presence followed him there.
I just got home, and as I was walking in, I heard some banging noises in here. So that's why I'm setting up the camera right now to find out, what it is. Max, shut up! Ain't nobody here. I was up against the fucking wall.
Wanting proof, Nick leaves several cameras recording while he's away. When he checks the footage later, he's shocked by what he finds. Nick says he has reached out to churches and religious authorities, but so far, no one has been able to help. To this day, he claims the paranormal activity continues in and around his home, and he shares his experiences on his YouTube channel. In the following video, a man wakes up after hearing strange noises inside his apartment. Since he lives alone, the sound immediately alarms him. Thinking someone may be inside, he grabs his phone and starts recording. Footsteps can be heard above him, almost as if someone is moving around in the attic. The man, named Nick Long, waits until morning before leaving his room to check the space, careful not to run into whoever might be there. Nick searches the attic and checks every corner, but finds no one. There are no footprints or signs that anyone had been there. He finds it strange, but doesn't dwell on it too much, since other odd things have happened in the apartment before. A few nights later, the noises return. This time, Nick decides to check the attic while it's happening.
Yes, I've been hearing weird noises and shit. And this door has been like opening and closing. Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
As Nick approaches, the attic door opens on its own. Understandably, he's shaken by what he just saw. It's clear something unusual is happening, But the next night, things get even stranger while he's recording his dog.
Clay, what was that? What was that? Yo.
Nick's dog suddenly goes on high alert, reacting to something that can't be seen. It's as if the dog senses something threatening nearby. After everything that happened, Nick believes something may be wrong with the apartment, possibly connected to the attic. He has since moved out, but still can't forget what he experienced there. So what was happening inside Nick's apartment? As with most videos, this one remains a mystery. A man is home alone when he realizes the basement lights won't turn on. Nervous, he heads down carefully. Not because of the dark, but because of the basement itself. He says footsteps and pacing sounds are often heard down there when no one else is home. The man works as a gravedigger and says he's had similar unsettling feelings before, especially after lowering coffins into fresh graves. But this time, while checking the basement, something far stranger is caught on camera.
At the moment, in the basement, I swear I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of creepy. Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not sure what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so we'll see, I guess. Look out back. No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening.
As he pans toward the bathroom, a dark figure appears to be standing completely still inside the bathtub. It's only visible for a moment. When he checks the bathroom again, the figure is gone. He believes he may have captured something supernatural. But what do you think? Was someone hiding down there, or was it something else entirely? This next video was filmed inside an old restaurant being renovated. The location isn't shared for privacy and safety reasons, but the owners are reportedly afraid of the strange activity happening there. Before the building is demolished, they allow others inside to see it for themselves. At first, nothing happens until they reach the back of the restaurant.
Oh, it's cold right here. The other way. Hello? I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back there.
Oh wow, it is really cold right here.
What was that? No. I don't think it's happy we're here. Oh, holy. Dude, there's...
A strange shadow appears to peek from behind a corner, but Wynne, the man recording, doesn't notice it right away. Moments later, the room suddenly turns cold, and he sees a small figure nearby. Frightened, Wynne hides, but the shadow quickly disappears. Shaken, he leaves and ends the video. Whether the restaurant is being demolished because of the activity is unclear. But for now, no one knows who or what was inside.
Oh, holy. Dude, there's...
A woman from Oregon says her young daughter kept claiming something was living in the basement, hiding in the storage space under the stairs. At first, the mother brushed it off as imagination. But after hearing strange noises from below, she checked the basement security footage, and what she witnessed disturbed her. A small, pale hand appears to reach out from beneath the stairs before vanishing. Even more unsettling, both the child and the family cat seem to notice it. The little girl even appears to wave at something no one else can see. Unfortunately, the video was shared online without a clear source, so what really happened may never be known.